Hey everybody, so today I'm going to just do a quick review on a cheap water drip system. Now this was only about $17.99. I got it during Prime for real cheap, but it's model number GGB1 by Bonviee, and basically it comes with a variety of things, but it's advertised as a 106-foot watering drip system. And it comes with a variety of things. They're all here on the table. I've got some other parts and pieces too because it's missing some stuff. But the first thing I noticed was that this 6.5 foot, I think it's a 1/4 inch poly tube, isn't very long. So your zones, this is the manifold. So this is what basically distributes the water to each of the drip systems. They do about 2 gallons per hour. Now it's a really cheap system. It does not come with a timer. So that's really important to note. Also, if you're gonna hook this up to like your hose or spigot, you need to have something insulating it because it's, plastic, rubber, and water. When it gets in there and it's in the system and it freezes, it expands and start cracking it everywhere. It's a frequently returned item, but honestly, this is perfect for what I need it for. However, the one thing that I had a big problem with was this piece right here is just simply too short. But if you're looking for a really cheap water drip system and you need only about 10 zones or less, and you have your timer already, like if you have a 30-minute, like one of those little spin analog timers that turns on the water, you want to obviously turn it on for hours because it doesn't drip a ton of water. But it's very efficient. And the other thing I was going to say that it's missing is that it's missing a timer. So I've got this other system. It's an old system, rain drip, and I have one of these timers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this up, and then I'm going to use this to automate it. And then this is a 50-foot 1/2 inch poly tube with the rain drip system. Those ones are pretty cool. If you look on Amazon, they're more like 70, 80 bucks. And they have these little Pierce snap-on connectors for the little drip components, and it's pretty cool because a lot of it's already pre-assembled, but I'm going to see if I can buy some more of these too. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this up to the timer, and then I'm going to use this as my longer hose that goes out to this manifold because it's a 1/2 inch too. So you see it fits right on there, and then that fixes the problem with this. All right, and then like I said, the timer also fixes the issue with automating it, but you want to make sure to insulate it somehow. I've got these like pouches that go around, insulated pouches that can go around a faucet. So I'm going to do something like that and then insulate this poly tube down to the ground, and I'm going to run it underground just to have something that can last me through till next year at least. And honestly, if I keep it insulated and underground, I think it's going to do fine because all these parts look pretty basic, pretty simple. The spigots, but I mean, for less than $20, I mean, you get what you pay for. And so, like I said, keep in mind the feeder tube isn't nearly as long as you might want. And so if it's a close-up system next to your spigot, your hose outlet, where you connect it up at, great. It comes with these other connectors to basically connect up to this 1/4 inch, and also some adapters for, I believe, not just this is a slip coupler, but adapters so it can hook up to a hose or your spigot. And so you could technically run a hose, and instead of me using this, if you have a regular hose, you could do that, but I would highly suggest make sure you insulate stuff. And so they have hose insulators. They probably have tutorials online where you can make your own insulator with clothing maybe if you don't have enough money. And you can probably just cover it down to the ground. And then, like I said, you want to bury the cables or the tubing, because the further down you go, if you go more than a few inches, it'll really reduce the freeze on it. If you have a specific type of soil, you might have to go deeper. If there's rocks, you might have to go deeper. There's a lot of things. You have to be careful too if there's rocks, because you want to make sure and basically put sand in there and stuff to keep it to where it doesn't puncture the tubing. So you can make something really cheap last a long time if you do it right, okay? And some people, buy the right stuff first. This was all I had and it wasn't complete, and I needed to get something to complete it. And so that's kind of what I got this system for here, was because this will adapt it to where I can extend it out far enough And I can also customize it to where I can use some of this with whatever extra, you know, these little puncture connectors with these little drip lines. I can get extras of those somewhere, I'm sure, and then just also adapt onto that. And then, like I said, you can insulate this to where it makes it a longer term solution, especially through the colder months. So anyways, my review on this is it seems like I got everything that I expected to get. And I think that they would probably benefit if they included a timer, and maybe if they made this tube a little bit longer for people, or if they just included a hose that you could use with it, you know, and something that's at least insulated or something to help insulate, because I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the returns are probably, you know, installation errors and some engineering flaws, you know, but this product seems like it's well worth, you know, the $15 I paid for it. So make sure to check the link in the description. I hope this was helpful. These are just general tips too to help with like setting up a system. You just have to think about all the different adapters and connectors and where you're going to put the manifold. You know, it's all about your location and your position, and then honestly your installation and doing things the right way. So anyways, I hope this video helps other people, and thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and check for the link in the description if you're really interested in just getting a really cheap drip system. I'm going to make sure and advertise this, or at least not advertise this, but you know, share in this video that this is a pretty cheap product compared to the other ones out there, and it was an Amazon pick when I was purchasing. So anyways, thanks for watching. Take care.